here with Midwest Muscle Report, July 3rd, a day after Tim Gardner's Wings of Strength. We are here with Ashley Losee. Ashley, how are you?
I'm great. Great.
Now, you competed yesterday. It was your pro debut.
Yes, it was.
And you finished 5th.
I did. I cracked top 5.
You got to be riding high right now.
It's literally a dream. I just had no expectations coming into this show, and just whatever was going to happen, it's going to happen. And I put 100% into it, and I'm extremely ecstatic with how I placed.
Yeah, I can only imagine. No, you seem, though, to have that personality and attitude to put 100% into everything you do.
Absolutely.
I've seen you here at USA Gym for the last maybe 4 or 5 months. This is your 3rd show this year, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, so you started out by doing a regional show, which was a warm-up, Illinois State.
Yeah.
And that was in May?
Yes.
You won the overall.
I did.
She looked fantastic at that show, by the way. Were you planning on doing Junior USAs, or did you just know you were targeting Junior Nationals?
I was targeting Junior Nationals for sure. I did Junior Nationals last year, and I placed 5th there. And so I just knew I wanted to take an entire year to grow and do what I needed to do to make the necessary changes to my physique that I needed to do. And I knew what to expect going back to that show.
Right.
So instead of going to Junior USAs, I've never been, it would have been further travel for me, and it would have been just taking chances on things that I didn't really want to experiment with, because Chicago isn't too far for me. It's a 2.5-hour drive, so I didn't want to have to fly or do anything while I'm, trying to peek into my show.
Right.
So
there's a comfort level there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's an awesome. I love Junior Nationals. It's an awesome show.
It is. I think it's one of the better national shows, not just because it's here in our hometown, but I think things are run smoothly. And being in Chicago, you get a lot of competitors from all over the country because it's centrally located. Mm-hmm. Now, walk us through, so everybody understands, Junior Nationals was a hands-down, drop-dead physique you brought. I don't think there was any question that you were walking away with your pro card. After prejudging, you came out on the stage, and it was over.
I wish I could see it from the audience's point of view, because, looking at the girls backstage, it's just like, everyone looks good, just standing there. But I also know, and I try to tell a lot of other people that are either interested in competing or getting ready for the first show, it's like, you can't judge someone based off how they look, because once they get out stage, it's only part of the story.
Right.
Like, you have posing, your presentation, how you carry yourself, present yourself. Everything goes into that. So I know I'm sitting here looking at these girls like, okay, everyone looks great, but I obviously can't see everyone on stage. So, and who I'm standing against, I can't, bend over and look and see. So, I had no idea, like when I was at prejudging and people were telling me like, you looked great. So I just did my best, and it paid off.
Now, you guys can hear a lot of humility here, because like I said, in May when she did a regional show and won the overall, she looked fantastic. So walking into Junior Nationals, I really think everyone kind of had you as a front runner. And at a big show like that, everyone should look good. So I can't imagine what your mindset was like coming into this weekend, going from that to what you were looking at backstage. And yet again, there you were in the first call-outs.
And again, I didn't know. It's in your minds that you're at a pro. This is pro now. This isn't your local show that you're going to. This isn't Junior Nationals. This is what everyone is working for to get here. And this is like the top level. And again, everyone looks good. And again, it all depends on what happens on stage.
Correct.
So I was very, very grateful to be able to be in the first call-outs. I definitely was not expecting that. I think they had to call my number twice because I was just like, was that me? Like, are they talking to me? So, okay.
Again, you hear the humility there, guys. I don't think there's any question Anyone who's seen you in the last year, I don't think there's any question that you are going to be very relevant on the pro stages for years to come.
Thank you.
Absolutely, well deserved. Now that being said, what are your plans moving forward?
I'm going into the off season, and I'm going to take a short off season, and I plan to do something in the spring to kind of start early in the year. With last weekend, I feel like that's a really huge accomplishment for me, and I would rather just walk away with that instead of trying to jump in from show to show and prolong my prep and how long I've been dieting. So I've been dieting since New Year's, and
wow.
yeah, so it's time. I need to give myself, my body, my mind, my everything a break. And I talked to some judges from junior nationals, and they actually swayed me a little bit to try and do a pro show, and it was perfect with the 2 weeks in between juniors and the Chicago Pro to give me enough time to rebound from juniors and go to Chicago, the Chicago Pro, and just they wanted to see, see how you stand, where you stand, and then go into your off season. Just the placing was just the icing on the cake. So I don't want to keep going and trying to push. And obviously the goal at this level is the Olympia.
Correct.
And I don't want to keep dieting for another, because I don't know how I'll look in September if I keep trying to push myself.
Well, you're about as conditioned as you can get. There's really not much more you can tighten up.
So
there's not really much more you can do. You are spot on, which is why you finished in the top 5 at your pro debut. Again, that's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Ashley, what would you say to other aspiring figure girls, not only here in the Midwest, because first of all, I would like to talk about that a little bit. The Midwest in the last 2 to 3 years is really coming on strong.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are dozens of now big name athletes coming out of the humble Midwest. And you're just another one of those who are proving that you belong, and not only do you belong, at the top. What would your advice be to somebody who's maybe at the regional level or somebody thinking about competing?
The main thing that I can say is do your homework, and don't try to rush the process. I mean, it's one of those things that it just takes time. Put in the time, put in the work, and just start. Everyone wants to start and just try to be all the way at the top, just starting out the gates, and it doesn't work like that. Like, you have to, it's levels, you just got to take one thing one level at a time, and just, that's it. Just do your homework. And I literally, when I was prepping for these shows, I would watch YouTube, because I was doing lots of cardio, and and I would watch YouTube videos of figure posing, like figure pro posing and stage presence and how they do the call outs. And I just spent hours researching and trying to understand what to expect, so that I knew what to expect and I didn't look out of place.
So you're a cerebral athlete as well as obviously gifted and hardworking physically.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge thing as well, because I mean, anyone can go to the gym and train and diet, but to really take it to the level that you need to win, if you want to win, you have to have the full package, the posing, and just everything needs to be 100%.
Right. Well, you do have great stage presence. There's no doubt. So it doesn't surprise us when you sit here and tell us hours and hours and hours and hours of homework as you're doing cardio. I think that's a great tip for those of you that are coming up. There's even some fellow IFBB pros that could probably take this tip and use it a little bit. There's some people that could use a little more polishing, but you look fantastic.
Thank you.
We will see you in the spring, and then the push for the Olympia. Again, you're not too far here from us, so we would definitely like to keep in touch, follow your journey.
Yes.
For those of them out there that want to follow you, where can they find you? And if anybody's looking for posing or training, do you do any of that at home?
Basically, I operate mainly through my Instagram, and my Instagram is Miss Ashley with an X in between. So that's MISSX Ashley. And I have my email address posted in the information column on my Instagram. So if anyone wants to reach out to me, just feel free to send me emails. I check my emails probably more than I check my text messages. So
Okay.
yeah, anyone, anytime, I'm available. So
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Sounds great. Well, it was great catching up with you
Thank you.
again. Again, congratulations. This has been a fantastic year for you. Again, we're very happy that you brought home more success back to the Midwest.
thank you.
You are another big up-and-coming superstar here in the Midwest.
Thank you.
Those of you who are looking for a coach, you know her contact information. As you can see, very humble, easy to talk to, hardworking,
Thank you.
a cerebral athlete. Reach out to her. Ashley, it was great catching up with
Thank
you
you.
again. Thank you so much. Amanda Spalko here from Midwest Muscle Report. Until next time, guys.